A special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Post-8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post-8 Baseball is brought to you by Evermore Boutique, Wagner Auto, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Surface Master, and Rising Hope Counseling.
We'll take off for a second. Dean, outdoors right field. That one is going to get out for Bennett Dean. 5 runs driven in.
Post-8 Baseball is also brought to you by Todd's Electric, Pierre Sports Center, Air Tech, Gales Gas, Avera, Bank West, and B&B Equipment.
Zabel on the 3-0, outdoor center field. That's far, that's gone. A 3-run homer for Grace Zabel. And it's a 3-1 lead.
Post-8 Baseball is also brought to you by Overhead Door Company, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Birding Electric, Olson Plumbing, and Agtegra.
There's a fly ball out to left field. Going back on it deep is Rue. He's going to turn and watch it sail over for a home run. And Andy Gordon, his first home run of the season, first home run of his career.
Post-8 Baseball is also brought to you by All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, and Lamb Motor.
The 2-1 pitch. Stout out towards right field. Did he get enough of it? Is it going to go? And walk off. Grand slam for Garrett Stout.
Post-8 Baseball is also brought to you by Kathy Sunshine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. And now, with the call of today's action, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
As we welcome you here to Harrisburg as we are getting set for the quarterfinals, as Post-8 will take on Shakopee in the quarterfinal matchup here at Harrisburg, as Shakopee went 4-0. They won their last game at 12-3 over Creighton Prep, as they went 4-0, Post-8 at 3-1. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean, as Greg here for this evening, a little bit earlier than what we were expecting, a 4:30 start time. But this Post-8 team playing well so far this tournament. A win away from advancing to Monday and playing at Augustana in the semifinals. This is and. Although for Post-8, pitching is starting to run a little thin, so your Matt Hansen, who's on the mound to start this game, will be looking to go quite a while for Post-8.
And that's the thing. And not only is Post-8 working through the back end of this tournament, they also have a fairly heavy schedule coming in front of them. The Tuesday night game or games with Excelsior, Minnesota, the doubleheader on Wednesday at home against Huron, and then they head to Minot for 4, maybe 5 games over the weekend up in the Performance Invitational Tournament up in Minot. So they've got anywhere from 8 to 9 games ahead of them over the next 7 days beyond just what they might play this weekend.
And Shakopee coming in, they won all 4 games from Friday through here this afternoon. They just got done playing after the 1 o'clock game against Creighton Prep, so they're coming in maybe a little bit fresher than Pierre, maybe a little bit more well-rested because they didn't play after playing the last game, maybe last night. They got a chance to sleep a little bit longer than what Post-8 did. Post-8 got done about 10:30, 10:45, and got into bed a little after 11 o'clock. Then all of a sudden you're back playing at 9:30 in the morning, and then get a chance to eat some lunch. But this is Shakopee probably a little bit more well rested just because of that turnaround that Post-8 had.
And that's entirely possible. And Shakopee comes into this game 6-2 on the Legion season. The high school season in Minnesota, runs through the first weekend of June, and Shakopee 13-11 in the high school season, 9-9 in their conference, in the South Suburban Conference up in the Minneapolis area. Finished kind of right in the middle of the pack of their conference. So this is a quality team, and they've come down to the Dakota Classic and really played well. And so if Post 8 is gonna dispatch the Shakopee Post 2 team, they've got their work cut out for them.
And one thing that we should probably already talk about and get the glaring obvious out of the way, it is a windy day here in Harrisburg. You get a fly ball down the line somewhere, 310 on the left field line, right field line. This ball can carry out in a hurry. So that's another thing for these pitchers, to keep the ball low in the zone and not let these fly balls carry out for any home runs.
Yes, and that is going to be a deal, and it's going to be a deal for every one of the outfielders. Even an infield pop-up could be an adventure this afternoon, just because of the fact that and we'll take a peek at the wind. It's coming out of the northwest at 23 miles an hour, 73 degrees right now, and so a far different weather pattern than what we had even just a couple of days ago when we've been battling that 90 and 100 degree weather. A lot of people, jackets, there's some blankets, sweatshirts in the crowd today, so it's just a different deal going on today here in Harrisburg, South Dakota.
Post 8 will take on Shakopee coming up here in just a little bit. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
As we welcome you back here at Harrisburg as we are getting set for the quarterfinal of the Dakota Classic. Post 8 taking on Shakopee, Minnesota after they went 4-0 in their pool here at Harrisburg. Post State travels from Harmon over to Harrisburg for the opportunity to play this team, and a win will send them to the 11 o'clock game tomorrow morning to take on, or I guess it would be at Augustana for the semifinal. And I don't have it in front of me here to see who they would take on, the winner of what pool they would take on.
Give me a second, and I can tell you that.
But Post State is taking on Shakopee again. Went 4-0. They won their last game here, 12-3. They beat Harrisburg in a 1-0 game in what probably was a really good game between Shakopee and Harrisburg. That was the deciding factor in that pool, was them beating Harrisburg to be in this spot. And Post State trying to knock off the Shakopee, Minnesota team. Post State did get the one win that they were looking for over the weekend, and that was against Sioux Falls West. They won 5-0. And Gray, we kind of mentioned it last night too, that you came into this weekend wanting to win that game. If you weren't going to win any other games, you wanted to win that game against Sioux Falls West. Well, Post State was fortunate enough to win their pool. They did lose earlier this morning to Jackson, Minnesota, 4-3 in 8 innings, but they did get the one win that they wanted to, and end up being a double win for them by being able to win the pool as well.
Absolutely, and that's kind of, so you can come out of here regardless of how far they go in this from the quarterfinals on. You can I think really chalk this weekend up to being a success for Post State, and like we've talked about, the fact that they did this without 4 players who have played major roles on this team, and they've been able to piece together a 3-1 weekend so far, and shut out Sioux Falls West without four players who have played contributing roles throughout the season to date. So I think that's speaks to the depth of this team. I think it speaks to the character of this team, and the fact that they just find a way to win. In fact, we were talking as we were walking out of the game last night that this is sort of the little engine that could kind of team. I mean, they just kind of find a way to win, and that's how they keep doing it. They're collectively 33-13 now between the Legion season and the high school season. So it's they're playing very good baseball right now. Have won 10 of their last 12, I think.
Yep. Yeah, 10 of the last 12 for Post State, playing real good baseball. They'll play Excelsior on Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be here on the lone South Dakota game of the week before they travel up to Minot next week Friday, as they'll play in that tournament Friday, Saturday, and potentially even on Sunday as well. Post State and Shakopee coming up here in 3 minutes. First pitch is on the way next. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
ATVs provide wonderful outdoor recreation, but they can also rapidly spread noxious weeds. An ATV can pick up noxious weeds in one area and spread them to the next area in which it is used. When you finish your ride, make sure your ATV is free of weeds and weed seeds. Cleaning your machine is important in stopping the spread of noxious weeds like leafy spurge. To find out how you can help prevent the spread of noxious weeds, call the South Dakota Department of Agriculture or your local county weed and pest supervisor.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pierre. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master. The clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
As we welcome you back here to Harrisburg as we are getting set for first pitch. Shakopee will be the home team. Post State will be the visitors. And Post State will be looking to score early on. As we go through the batting order, Jaden Wiebe will bat first. He'll play shortstop. McGuire Rasky, the right fielder, will bat second. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, batting third. Bennett Dean will be in the cleanup spot, playing first base. Cade Hinkle, the catcher, will bat fifth. Aaron Booth, the second baseman, batting sixth. Gary Nedved, the DH, batting seventh. Jack Merkwell will bat eighth and play left field. And Elliot Life, the center fielder, will bat ninth as they will go against this Shakopee team with the starting pitcher being Luke Wiltz. Luke Wiltz will get the start. Greg, you look at their roster, they have several guys that they have several reserves, but this is another team that's kind of I wouldn't say they're shorthanded, but a smaller roster, so you wonder how much pitching they have left going into this quarterfinal game as well. Yeah, and for Luke Wiltz, he last threw on June 10th, so he's had a 10-day layoff through 3 2/3 innings against New Prague, Minnesota. Took the loss in that game. Gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walked, 3 strikeouts on the day. So he'll come into this game with a 3.81 ERA and a WHIP of 1.09 on the young Legion season. His only appearance of the year was that outing against New Prague. So as we are ready for baseball here, just a couple of minutes earlier than that 4:30 time slot, an hour and a half earlier than what we originally thought we were going to be playing, which is never a bad thing to get something started early on. As we are here in Harrisburg, wind is blowing out towards right field. So any fly ball, the right fielder, ain't really any fly ball at all. You got to make sure you're be heading to your left because this ball will be flying all over the yard here this afternoon. Sun peeking out right at first pitch. Luke Wiltz, the right-hander, will toe the rubber. Here's the first pitch, and Wiebe lines it right to the glove of the third baseman, Mack. And the leadoff man is retired. Good hard-hit ball from Wiebe, and a good play by the third baseman. And there's 1 pitch and 1 out. 72 degrees at first pitch today. Wind blowing out of the northwest at 24 miles an hour. So like John said, and the way this field sits at Harrisburg, that means it's going to be a crosswind blowing from third to first today. First pitch to McGuire Rasky's over for a strike. It is 0-1. First pitch was at 4:29 here on this Sunday afternoon. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, miss low, and it's now 1-1. Might have a chance to still catch most of Sunday Night Baseball, which will also be a 7-inning game. Cardinals and Braves playing on KCCR. We'll have coverage of that after we're done. 1-1 pitch. Rasky ground ball to the right side. It'll be fielded by the second baseman Schloper. The throw to first is in time, and it's the first 2 men retired here to open up the top of the first inning. Shakopee today wearing a combination of red and gray. Red tops with gray sleeves, gray pants, and then white and red caps for the eights. They're wearing the green tops, white pants. Post 8 in black, scrolled across the front, spelling out the words Post 8. Black numbers on the back, outlined in white. 0-1 pitch here to Andy Gordon is outside edge, and it's now 0-2 here to Gordon. As Wilson's looking for a quick first inning 0-2 pitch. Gordon will spoil the 0-2 pitch and foul it, line it out of play. And it remains at 0-2. Lincoln Keenholz is back, but he is not in the lineup. He will be off this game and then will return the lineup coming up this week. Here's the 0-2 pitch again. It'll bounce in. Now 1-2. I worry he could be playing tomorrow if Post State is able to win this ball game here and advance to the semifinals tomorrow at 11 o'clock over at Augustana. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Gordon off the hands will ground it over the second baseman. Schloper again will field a 1-2-3 inning for Shakopee here in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first inning. No score between Pierre and Shakopee. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Comtech in Pierre invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
Bottom of the first inning, a tie ball game as Shakopee will come to the plates. John Sullivan will lead things off. He's the center fielder. Alex Brolam is the catcher, batting second. Joey Roeder, the first baseman, batting third. Jacob Skogren, the right fielder, bat fourth. Christian Fiedler, the left fielder, batting fifth. Benny Schloper, the second baseman, batting sixth. Luke Wiltz, the pitcher, batting seventh. Foster Mack, the third baseman, batting eighth. And Tayton Fredericks, the shortstop, will round out the order for Shakopee as they will go against Matt Hansen, who will be making his Dakota Classic debut. Looking for strikes from Matt Hansen, Greg.
Yeah, and for if you give me a second, I can give you Matt Hansen's numbers on the year. Hansen so far on the year, 4 1/3 innings pitched. This is his third appearance, second start on the year. 0-1 on the year, as he has an ERA of 12.92, 3.46 on the WHIP so far. So again, Post State reaching down into the depths of their pitching staff as they've had a grind on the week with 4 games earlier this week and then come in and 4 games over the weekend so far.
Count is 1-1 here to the leadoff hitter John Sullivan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit outside now. 2-1 here to the leadoff hitter Sullivan. Left-handed hitting center fielder. Again, the wind is blowing out. Maybe get a little bit. It'd be nice to get a little bit of a break, or at least some away from the crowd mic. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a foul tip, and it's now 2-2.
Here at Central Park in Harrisburg, 310 down both lines, 380 to straightaway center field, and then it falls off just a little bit in left center and right center. They don't have it posted, but probably falls off to about 390 in left center and right center.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball over to the first baseman, Dean. He'll stay down on it, and he'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man retired here to open up play in the bottom of the first inning, as it'll bring up Alex Brolam.
Like you said, John, with this wind and the way that it's blowing, it's a wind that if you're a left-handed hitter, you can maybe make some hay out of this thing. If you can get something up in the air and let it fly, like I said, it's a crosswind, but it's going to carry out toward right field.
First pitch to the catcher will miss low for ball 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. No score between Pierre and Shakopee.
4 left-handed batters in the Post State lineup today. So if they can get something elevated, get it up in the air and let it fly, it's entirely possible that you might certainly see some extra base hits. Maybe see something over the wall here today.
Counts 1-1 here to Alex Brolam. The 1-1 pitch is just a bit upstairs now, 2-1.
A little bit of a different angle today as opposed to the first game you called today, John.
Much different of an angle. I actually have a press box to sit in. 2-1 pitch is upstairs. It's now 3-1. I can actually see the pitch leave the hand of the pitcher and go through the zone, or just go from the mound to home plate. Much nicer to have something that I can actually see. 3-1 pitch. That one will be a check swing. and it'll be a walk issued to Brolem, and there's one down here in the bottom of the first inning with one on.
Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that there's not a lot of room in foul ground behind home plate if there's a pass ball or wild pitch, and so if there's any kind of pitch that skips away from the catcher and you got a runner on third base, it's going to be a little bit dicey. You're going to see more of an opportunity to see plays at the plate on any kind of a ball that skips past the catcher today.
Here's our number 3 hitter, Joey Roeder. First pitch to the line, shot. That will be foul. First base coach dancing out of the way. And it's 0-1. Another left-hander for this Shakopee team. 2 so far, the first 3 hitters for this team from Minnesota who won the Harrisburg pool. The 0-1 pitch. That one will miss outside, and it's now 1-1.
Roeder comes into this game hitting .261 on the season. He's got 6 hits, 4 singles, 2 doubles on the year, 7 RBIs in the Legion season so far for the number 3 hitter.
Here's the now 1-1 pitch. That one is just a bit outside, and it's now 2-1.
Matt Hansen so far looks like he's right around the plate. When he has missed, he hasn't missed by much, which is a good sign. And again, I think today what Coach Nathan Nas is looking for is for Hansen to give him a good outing, go deep into this game, and give him an opportunity again just to put the Eights in a position to try to win this thing late.
Count is now 2-2 here to Roeder. That pitch just caught the top of the zone on the outside corner. Here comes a 2-2 now from Hansen to Roeder. Ground ball right side, just underneath the legs of a jumping Alex Brolem into right field, and it's first and second here with one down.
Yeah, just a hard ground ball through the right side. No opportunity for either Dean or Booth on the right side to come up with that ground ball, and Shakopee's got runners first and second now with one out here in the top of the first.
As it'll be the number 4 hitter, Jacob Skogren, the right fielder, coming to the plate. It is Father's Day, so I'm going to take a quick moment, give a shout out to my dad, Lynn Winkler, back at home in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Hope he's having a happy Father's Day as the first pitch nearly comes in and hits Skogren. And it's 1-0. Happy Father's Day to you too, Greg.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And so, yeah, hope. My mom said he's just about ready. They're about ready to go eat here soon, so want to make sure he got the shout out in before he had to put the phone down. 1-0 pitch comes inside, and it's now 2-0, gets away, and up at 90 feet are going to be the runners at first and second. And Shakopee in scoring position here with just one down.
Yep, I'll wish a happy Father's Day to your dad too, John. Had an opportunity to meet him earlier this year, helped us score a game in Mitchell during the high school season.
2-0 pitch is grounded over to Booth at second. The runner will come in to score. The throw is made at first, and there is now 2 down and a 1-0 lead for the home team, Shakopee, here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner will advance to third base as well in the RBI ground out.
Yeah, we'll go down as a productive out in the scorebook. RBI ground out. Aaron Booth playing second base today. A little bit of a bobble on the ground ball, wouldn't have made any difference. Still got the out, wouldn't have had a chance at the plate to make a play, and so Shakopee goes up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Here's Christian Fiedler. First pitch to him, misses for ball 1. Fiedler playing left field here for Shakopee in this quarterfinal game. 1-0 pitch is on the outside edge. It's now 1-1. Merkwan's out left. Elliott Life in center. Rasky in right. Gordon at third. Wiebe playing short. Booth at second. It is Benedine at first. Kate Hinkle behind the plate. Hansen delivers the 1-1 pitch that's outside, and it's now 2-1. 1-0 lead here for Shakopee in the bottom of the first inning. Just one hit so far for this team from Minnesota. I don't know if they have a nickname or not. Here's the 2-1 pitch that's outside. It's now 3-1.
Maybe we could call them the Valley Fairs in honor of the amusement park.
Like here's the 3-1 pitch. That one is over for strike. Is now 3-2. I don't think that would be the case, but hey, you never know. Maybe that's how they are. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Comes inside, and it will be a 2-out walk. And it's now first and second here for Vinny Schlopper.
Dad joke. Sorry.
Hey, we'll let it slide here on Father's Day.
It is Father's Day, so I have a little longer rope than I do, a little longer leash than other days.
Yeah, today I'll let it slide. Tomorrow, that won't fly here. Here's Vinny Schlepper, the second baseman, first and third with 2 away. Here in the bottom of the first inning. And first pitch is on the outside edge and taken for strike 1. Another left-hander in the order for Shakopee. I'm starting to lose count on my fingers how many I think that's 3, but starting to lose count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be grounded, I believe, went off the leg of Schlepper, so it's now 0-2. Runners at the corners here in the bottom of the first. 2 down, 1-0 lead for Shakopee. And the way Schlepper's taking a little bit of extra time getting back in the batter's box, and had to have gone off somewhere on his right leg. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off. There's a ground ball that's going to be foul over at the first base side. It remains at 0-2. His infield is turfed. The base paths are turf. What is the normal dirt is turf. The grass is still the grass on the infield. The mound is turfed as well. And then the walkways from home plate to the dugout are turfed. Everything else is still grass. So a little bit of a couple different perspectives. You see a ball on the grass and it turns into the turf. 0-2 pitch is upstairs. Runner took off. They will slide and belly flop in safely at second. Will Fiedler. And the count is now 1-2 with 2 down.
Yeah, we've seen a growing number of all-turf infields in South Dakota on baseball fields.
This one's popped up. It's in foul territory. This one will be a play for Hinkle. He will make the catch to retire the side here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 run scores on 2 hits in the inning. Excuse me. It was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the second. It is a 1-0 lead for Shakopee. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
South Dakota didn't always have a capital, or even a permanent settlement for that matter. There wasn't always a river city on the Missouri River. And before First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872, there wasn't always a bank in South Dakota. Every timeless institution, tradition, and thriving business was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
Do you need the Pierre Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post 8 apparel? All Around Graphics in Pierre is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All Around Graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue, or call 224-4677. All Around Graphics in Pierre, your one-stop shop.
Top of the second inning, Post State's trailing 1-0 here to Shakopee. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean on this Sunday afternoon. Getting started a little bit earlier than what we were expecting. It was supposed to be a 6 o'clock scheduled start. That's what the bracket had said the entire time, but decided to move things up a little bit, which is not a problem at all. We're getting started here. We got started at a minute before 4:30. So here in the top of the second, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Bennett Dean, Cade Hinkle, and Aaron Booth. First pitch from Wiltz to Dean is taken for strike 1. A very efficient inning in that top of the first for the starter Wiltz. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's outside, and it's now 1-1.
And you can really hear the wind blowing on the crowd mic. I think actually that wind may have picked up from. It was blowing at 24 miles an hour to start the game, and I think it may have actually picked up a little bit since then.
Counts now 2-1. You can also probably tell if you're watching it on YouTube because I'm holding the iPad and it's still trying to blow away from me. and move around. Here's a 2-1 pitch that's grounded to the shortstop, and Fredericks. The throw to first is in time. Leadoff man retired here to open up the top of the second inning. And also the press box likes to move a little bit with the extra wind as well, so you might see a little bit more shaking going on from the iPad or from our camera. Here's Cade Hinkle. His first at bat. Back-to-back lefties here for Post State. First pitch is over for strike one to Cade Hinkle.
Hinkle, the super senior, headed back to play at Rochester Technical Community College next fall for his second season of baseball there. I think we heard Coach Nathan Nas talk to us in the last game last night. Said that Hinkle caught all but one game for Rochester Tech this spring.
Yeah, so he caught 44 of 45 games for the college. As a 1-2 pitch is flown out towards left center field. Moving over is the left fielder. He will slide to make the catch, and Fiedler makes the second out here in the top of the second inning, and it'll bring up Aaron Booth. So between college, actually you can go all the way back to last summer. We played 50 games, I believe it was, for Post State, and 44 of 45, so 94 of 95 games coming in the summer for Cade Hinkle in the last. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-O-Lator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-O-Lator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-O-Lator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we head to the bottom of the second inning, it is going to be a 1-0 lead for Shakopee, but we do have already a pitching change, as it will be Cade Hinkle taking over on the mound. Andy Gordon will go behind the plate, and Gary Nedved will go play third base. So just those three guys will switch around, but Matt Hansen has been taken out of the ball game, and Greg, we have no idea what the reasoning is, but that's never a good sign when you have a guy leave after the first inning, especially when the plan was for him to go as long as he possibly could.
Yeah, and if that's indeed the case, if it's an injury issue to Matt Hansen, and you certainly hope it's not, but that's a situation where they certainly are counting on Hansen to fill one of those infield slots, and he's been rock solid for the Eights so far, playing middle infield, playing third base, and occasionally playing an outfield spot for him.
So Cade Hinkle will make his first appearance since the 2019 season, where he threw an inning. He played short in the game this morning, so he's got to feel like he's been all over the world right now. Coming back from behind the plate and playing shortstop, and also now the pitcher here. First pitch for him is missing the turf for ball one to Luke Wiltz, the pitcher. 7-8-9 to open up here at the bottom of the second for the Shakopee team. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball to Nedved over at third, and it'll find you as soon as you get in the game. They'll throw to first, and Dean was not able to stay on the bag. And the leadoff man is aboard. And it'll be an air charge to Gary Nedved.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Just a routine ground ball, and Nedved's throw just goes up the first base line just enough to pull Dean off the bag at first, and Shakopee gets the leadoff runner on in the bottom of the second.
So now it'll be Foster Mack. Here's the first pitch from Hinkle, trying to show bunt, pulls it back and taken for ball one. So Hinkle's thrown just 1 inning in the last 2 years. He's played just, I guess, 9 innings outside of the catcher position. Here's the 0-1 pitch showing bunt, or excuse me, 1-0 pitch showing bunt, and then pulled it back and slashed it foul, and it's now 1-1.
And Nedved came charging hard. He was about halfway down the third base line when Mac pulled the bat back, and as a third baseman, if you come charging and the batter pulls it back and then takes a swing, your heart goes in your throat pretty quickly.
That fly ball for McGuire Rasky on right field is going to land foul. Rasky never saw it until towards the very end, and which then brought McGuire Rasky to see the ball late, but it landed foul. Thankfully, I think that ball was probably in fair territory as soon as it was hit, but it ended up blowing foul with how this wind is in this ball game. So it's now a 1-2 count.
Yeah, Eights probably caught a break there with the wind probably taking that ball into foul territory, thankfully, since Rasky didn't see it.
1-2 pitch is fouled out of play. So we will do it again here at 1-2. That sun, well, now the clouds are trying to peek in a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit easier for Rasky to try and find the baseball if it gets hit out in right field again. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Hinkle to Mack. There's a line shot to left field. Merquan going over for it. He will make the catch. And there's now 1 down here in the bottom of the second. And Merquan didn't seem to, and I think every one of these outfielders will have a little bit of a problem. You're not going to see guys look like they make routine catches very often because this wind is going to make everything not a routine catch. I mean, that Merquan kind of stuttered a little bit there and ended up dropping the glove a little bit to make the grab. But on a normal day, that's a routine pop fly that would have no trouble with. First pitch, number 9 hitter is taken for a strike right at the top of the zone. Dayton Fredericks, the shortstop. Top of the order is up next here for Shakopee.
Rasky, the right fielder, playing awful close to the line. I mean, kind of anticipating that any ball that's coming his way is going to get pushed toward the foul line with the way this wind is blowing.
0-1 pitch is fouled back. The runner took off for second. Did the courtesy runner for Wiltz. Trying to find who that might be. I believe it is. Well, no. Thought maybe it was going to be number 11, but as Joey Roeder, who is in the lineup, so that would not be him. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside, and it's now 1-2.
It's 24, I think, is the number.
Let's see if we can find that one. That would be Jaden Case over running for the pitcher, Luke Wiltz. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner takes off again. There's a ground ball to Wiebe over at short. He'll charge in. It takes a high hop off the glove, and it was recovered by Booth, was covering the bag, but it's now first and second here with 1 down. And it'll be the second air charge to Post State. And it'll be John Sullivan now coming to the plate. One where that natural grass doesn't give you that hops on that ground ball weren't as true as what it would be for a full turf infield. Here's Sullivan, first pitch to him. It's taken for a strike 1. Count is 0-1 here to Sullivan, who grounded over to Dean to lead off the bottom of the first inning. First and second here with 1 down. Cade Hinkle on the mound. 0-1 pitch outside, and it's now 1-1.
Yeah, this will be an interesting day because, like you said, John, the first full day where Cade Hinkle will played shortstop in the first game today and only caught 1 inning here in the second game and may end up only catching 1 inning for the full day. He may have trouble sleeping tonight.
Like I said, he probably feels like he's traveled all the way across the country, as from the catcher position to shortstop now to the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sullivan. Trying to paint that outside corner and threw it too high. It's now 2-2. It would be interesting to find out in a span of 2 games in a day where Kane Hinkle only caught 1 inning or less. Because I bet you'd have to go all the way back to probably T-ball for something like that to happen. 2-2 pitch. There's a line shot into center field. It'll get down in front of Elliott Life. Runner rounding third coming in. He will score without a throw. And Shakopee will take a 2-0 lead on the RBI single for John Sullivan. And it still is first and second here with 1 down.
Yeah, and that's a ball that actually kind of started coming back toward Elliott Life in center field just a little bit, and actually landed just kind of right at his feet. And if it's too bad that Life couldn't have made that catch, because if he would have been able to double off the runner off of second base easily, because the runner coming off of second was within about 3 steps of third base when the ball landed on the grass in the outfield.
Merlin takes strike 1. He walked his first trip. He was the one that came around to score on the RBI ground out from Skogren. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a line shot. That one's past Nedved. It'll get into left field. The bases will now be loaded as Merkwan's able to corral it and run it into the infield. So another hit, second hit of the inning. Third hit in the ball game now for Shakopee, and the bases are loaded for the number 3 hitter for Joey Roeder, who singled back in the bottom of the first inning.
I just don't want to call it a seeing eye single because it was hit fairly well, but just out of the reach of Nedved at third going to his left, and Wiebe wasn't able to quite get there going to his right, and Merkwan comes charging hard in left field and holds the runner at third base. No opportunity to score, and so the base is now loaded for Shakopee. 1 out here, bottom of the second, and Shakopee leading 2-0.
First pitch to Roeder is missed outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded here with 1 down. 1-0 pitch on the outside edge, now 1-1. Roeder singled, was stranded at third base to end the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 lead. 1-1 pitch. Roeder will chop it foul on the first base side. And it's now 1-2. Post State will play on Tuesday. If they don't win tonight, they'll play again on Tuesday against Excelsior, Minnesota. We'll make sure to tell you if it's going to be a single game or a doubleheader. I think right now it's scheduled as a doubleheader, but I think the road is leading to a single game. 1-2 pitch is upstairs, and it's now 2-2. And I would think for sure it would go to a single game if Post State does win this ball game and plays tomorrow in either 1 or 2 the semifinal and championship matchups at Augustana. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's popped foul and out of play. We'll do it again here at 2-2.
And if you're wondering why a team like Excelsior, Minnesota, one of the suburbs of the Twin Cities, is on the Post State schedule, they are actually working their way out towards a tournament next weekend in Gillette, Wyoming. They are, I believe they're here in the Dakota Classic this weekend. Then they play Renner tomorrow night, come to Pierre on Tuesday, have Wednesday off, and then start tournament play out in Gillette on Thursday.
Here's the payoff pitch upcoming. Outside, it's going to be a walk, and it draws in a run. And it's now a 3-0 lead here for Shakopee on the RBI from Roeder, and they'll bring up Skogren. Skogren had the RBI ground out in his first at-bat. It'll be interesting, too, because Renner's playing later on tonight. If they win, they'll play tomorrow as well in the semifinal, if they'll even play that game against Excelsior. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1, which that also means that could lead to Post State having to play a doubleheader, because Excelsior may not want to lose 3 of the 4 games or 2 of the 3 games that they were planning on having. First pitch, or 1-0 pitch is upstairs, now 2-0. Ingles trying to find the strike zone here. Nowhere to put the cleanup hitter Skogren. Otherwise, Shakopee will take a 4-0 lead. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a line shot right to the center fielder, Elliott Life. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag. One runner will tag. It's going to be cut off by the first baseman, Dean. It'll be a sac fly, and it's a 4-0 lead now here for Shakopee with 2 away.
Yeah, line drive right at Elliott Life. hardly have to move into medium deep center field, and runner from third tags up and scores easily, but the other runner's not able to advance, and Shakopee stretches the lead out to 4-0 against Cade Hinkle in the eights here in the bottom of the second.
Christian Feeler, the left fielder. Ground ball to the left side. Wiebe will field, underhand flip to second. It is not in time. The run will come around to score as well. The throw is starting to get away from Gordon, but he's able to block it up. The flip was just not in time. And it's now first and second here with 2 away. And it's a 5-0 lead for Shakopee.
And Booth was a little late getting over to cover the bag, and Jaden Wiebe seeing, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, John, but I think this may be the first time this spring or summer that Jaden Wiebe's played shortstop.
I believe so. I believe that is his first opportunity over short. He's played third quite a bit so far this summer. The first chance at short.
And so you got a couple of young men that are kind of new to their positions, and so just things just aren't quite instinctive right now, and that led to the late flip at second base, and Shakopee plates another run.
That one is grounded foul down the first base side. Count is 1-1 here to Vinny Schlepper, the second baseman who popped out to, at that time, was Hinkle behind the plate to end the bottom of the first inning. So he's the 9th man to come to the plate here for Shakopee, having a 5-0 advantage. It's a 12-run rule after 4 and an 8-run rule after 5. There's a pop-up from Schlepper out towards center field. Elliott Life, a long run coming in. He's not going to get there. It's going to land in front for a single. And it's now a 6-0 advantage. And Shakopee continues to pour it on. That one, I think maybe Jaden Wiebe also thought that was going to go a lot farther out. I thought that would have went a lot farther out as well. But Elliott Life couldn't run it down coming in from center field.
Yeah, and I think the wind probably fooled Jaden Wiebe on that play. He just saw the ball go up, and like you said, John, thought it was probably going to be hit a little deeper than what it was, and the wind, I think, kind of brought it back, and actually only landed about 3-4 steps out on the outfield grass.
Here's Luke Wiltz, the line shot, one hopper over for Wiebe. He backhands it. Long throw to first is in time. There's a good play there from Jaden Wiebe, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the second inning. But not before Shakopee is able to increase their lead, scoring 5 times in the inning. They lead 6-0 over Pierre here after 2 innings. Listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Association of South Dakota County Weed and Pest Boards reminds all landowners and managers to look for and control noxious weeds this spring and summer. The receding water levels have provided new areas for noxious weeds to establish. Infestations that are found and treated early reduce the cost of control. For help identifying and controlling noxious weeds, call your county weed and pest supervisor or the South Dakota Department of Agriculture. Remember, good neighbors control noxious weeds.
Verdig Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verdig Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verdig Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verdig Electric, 224-8684.
As we welcome you back, it is a 6-0 lead for Post State. For Shakopee over Post State. John McClure alongside Greg Dean as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It is 7-8-9, Gary Nedved, now the third baseman. Jag Merkwan, the left fielder, and Elliott Life, the first 3 hitters. As Shakopee leading 6-0. After the first 2 innings, they're sitting good here. If they were wanting to make this a quick game, Post State's got a lot of work in front of them, but Shakopee, a 12-run rule after 4 and a 8-run rule after 5. They're sitting in a good spot to try and make that happen over this Post State team.
We'll see if the 8's bats can come alive here in the top of the 3rd inning. So far, Wiltz has really quieted them. Really haven't even hit anything hard so far through the first 2 innings.
Here's the first pitch to Gary Nedved. He'll try and bunt it. He offered at it, missed it, and it's 0-1. One came in and almost hit him as well. But it is an 0-1 count here to Nedved. Trying to catch the corner sleeping. 0-1 pitch, curveball that's over for strike 2. First 6 retired from Wiltz. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one taken for strike 3. And the leadoff man retired for a strikeout of the ball game for Wiltz. 7 in a row retired. I'm going to bring up Jack Merkwan, the left fielder.
Fastball in the outside corner and froze Nedved, and I don't think he was expecting fastball in that position, and quick strikeout for Wiltz. 1-2-3.
First pitch is over for a strike to Jack Merkwan. The number 8 hitter here in this ball game, the left fielder. 0-1 pitch. That one is also taken for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wiltz working very quickly. I mean, that's a sign of somebody who's got a lot of confidence right now.
0-2 pitch is taken for strike 3, and it's now 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 outs, and I bring up Elliott Life.
2/3 of the way to an immaculate inning.
Here's the first pitch to Elliott Life, and that one's outside.
Broadcaster's jinx.
Give credit to Greg Dean for the immaculate inning not happening, or you can blame him for the immaculate inning not working, as it counts now 1-1. If those from Shakopee may be tuning in, we welcome you here on KCCR Sports. As that one's fouled back, and it's now 1-2. He is still a strike away from just a 10-pitch inning and having 3 strikeouts. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Wiltz to Life. Swing and a miss. 10-pitch inning, 3 strikeouts for Wiltz. And Post State has gone down 9 straight retired for Wiltz through 3 innings. 6-0 lead for Shakopee. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you driving a 2014 or newer vehicle? Are there less than 100,000 miles on it? Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is prepared to give you top dollar. Again, if your ride is 2014 or newer with less than 100,000 miles, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you top dollar for it right now. Trade it in or sell it to us. Doesn't matter. Your vehicle has never been worth more than it is right now. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Overhead Door Company of Pierre is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service, and installation of residential and commercial garage doors. They provide quality, dependable products with constant service and the peace of mind you need. Overhead Door is one of the most recognized and most respected brand in the garage door industry. For installation and repairs, call Overhead Door Company today at 224-6200. That's 224-6200.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, a 6-0 lead here for Shakopee as they return back to the plate. And they'll have 8-9-1 as Foster Mack, Tatum Fredericks, and then John Sullivan be the first 3 hitters.
Third baseman number 1, Foster Mack.
And 10 guys come to the plate in the 2nd inning, scoring 5 times to take a 6-0 lead. And Elliott Life will make his way back to Sioux Falls to grab his hat before returning back to center field.
Yeah, wrong direction. I think he's going to Canton.
Well, I don't have a compass with me. I'm not very good with my directions.
We'll give you a pass just because it's you're still even though you're mostly acclimated to South Dakota geography, you're still learning a little bit.
Still got a ways to go. Geography was not my strong point anyway in school. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's popped up, foul, and out of play. And it's now 0-2.
We got activity down in the Shakopee bullpen. Can't see a number quite yet. Left-hander warming down for the red and gray.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Foster Mack. And he'll poke it the other way. And that will be foul, out of play, or nearly out of play. 1 hop out of play, and remains at 0-2. That's why I'm a radio broadcaster. I don't have to use any geography. I don't have to worry. If whatever geography I use, I get told what it's supposed to be without having to find it myself. 0-2 pitch, line up the middle, and that one would be a diving play for Elliott Life, but can't make the catch. It'll go off of Life. Rasky will have to go over to right center field to pick it up. Rasky will fire it towards third, cut off by Wiebe. And it's now a leadoff triple. I think that might have, I don't know if LA Life landed a little bit wrong at his side, but unable to make the grab, and it's a leadoff triple for Foster Mack. And then right back in business here for Shakopee.
Yeah, it took Life a few seconds to come up after making the dive, and a good effort on Life's part, but again, ball just getting up in the wind and carrying away from him, and just kept tailing and just wasn't able to catch up with it, but a good effort to try to run that down.
First pitch to Tatum Fredericks is on the outside edge for strike one. He reached on an air in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes inside, and it's now 1-1. So a 6-0 lead. Leadoff man over at third base here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the 1-1. That one is flown out to center field. Much easier for LA Life. He'll make the catch. Runner will tag. He's going to try and fire it home. The wind will take it offline. And it's now a 7-0 lead on the sac fly RBI from Tatum Fredericks.
Yeah, like you said, John, a more of a routine fly ball out into medium deep center field. Life has to go to his left half a dozen steps, but able to corral the ball pretty easily. Makes the throw home, but really no chance of getting the Shakopee runner in as he tags up and scores from third.
John Sullivan will take ball one outside. He is 1 for 2, an RBI single in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's now 1-1. And the winner will play at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at Augustana in the semifinals of the Dakota Classic. If it is post-state, we'll have that game for you here on KCCR. One pitch is upstairs, and it's now 2-1. If not, though, our next broadcast will be Tuesday night back at Hyde Stadium. It'll be a week. We start the first 14 games at Hyde Stadium, and it'll be a week away from Hyde Stadium, and counts now 3-1. It feels like it's been a month.
And just for the Pierre faithful, just a reminder that just 3 home doubleheaders left in the regular season. Tuesday night, like we said, that may end up being just a single game against Excelsior, Minnesota.
Sullivan will sky it out towards right field. Still going back. It was off the wall, nearly got out. LA Life will throw it in. Wiebe has a chance maybe to throw to third, and not in time. No throw from Wiebe. As it took a couple hops in, the wind caught it up and slowed up the throw from LA Life to Jaden Wiebe, and it's now another triple, second triple of the inning. And it is a 1-out triple. It'll bring up Alex Brolum with one down here in the bottom of the third.
Winner of this game will face the winner of the Lennox pool or the Brandon Valley pool.
I think the Lennox and Sioux Falls East, they changed where they're. So Sioux Falls East is actually playing the winner of the Brandon Valley pool.
Okay.
So those are the two winners then that will meet. I guess then at 11 o'clock.
Okay, so Sioux Falls East will be playing either Gretna, Nebraska, or Fargo Post 2.
That one's flown out to left field. Jack Merquan going over. The wind will knock it down. It'll be an RBI single. And it'll make it an 8-0 lead now here in the bottom of the third inning for Shakopee.
I did see the fact that the way that the original bracket was set up, Sioux Falls East was scheduled to play Renner because they had both won their pool, and I'm sure that they probably see each other enough during the season that they were not really excited about playing each other in a tournament. So
they probably said, well, if we have to play each other, let's make it in the championship game instead of in the quarterfinal game. So we're post-8 along with Sioux Falls East and Renner, I believe, are the 3 South Dakota teams to advance out of their bracket, with several other teams. Obviously, Shakopee here, A couple of Nebraska teams and North Dakota teams fighting out for pool wins. Counts now 1-2 here. The number 3 hitter, Joey Roeder. Roeder is 1 for 1. Single, he got an RBI walk in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, like you said, John, Sioux Falls East, Pierre.
As the runner will take off, it will be safe at second. Bounces in. Counts now 2-2.
Sioux Falls East, Pierre, Renner won their pools here at the Dakota Classic. The Augustana pool results aren't finalized yet, but it'll either be Lincoln North or Eden Prairie will win that pool. Lincoln Pius likely wins the West Central pool.
That one's floated out to left field. Merkwan will come in. He'll slide and make the grab. And there's now 2 down. They'll bring up Jacob Skogren.
We talked about Gretna, Nebraska. Fargo Post 2 will be victorious in the Brandon Valley pool. Shakopee won the Harrisburg pool, and then the Lennox pool will come down between Omaha Central and Columbus, Nebraska. So good showing by this Post 8 club to get to the final 8 in this Dakota Classic. 40 teams in this tournament this year.
There's a line shot that's in the gap in left center field. That's down for extra bases. It's going to get past Elliott Life. So it'll be another run that comes in to score, rounding second and heading for third is Skogren. And it will be a 2-out triple as he'll stand up at third base. And it's now a 9-0 lead here for Shakopee. And Post 8 starting to nearly get in danger of having a 12-run rule against them here in 4 innings. You got to score some runs in that top of the 4th inning to try and help themselves out, because it's been 1, 5, and 3 so far here in the first 3 innings for Shakopee. Here is Christian Fiedler. Fiedler will foul the first pitch away.
And I think this is an indication, in Post 8's going out and giving a good effort. I mean, they're, like we said, they're digging down deep into the pitching staff. And when you play Legion baseball with as many games in as short a period of time as they have to play, with the pitch count rules being what they are, you may not be listed as a pitcher on the roster, but in the eventuality is at some point during the season, everybody will get a turn on the mound, and that's kind of where we're at right now with this Post 8 team.
Counts now 1-2 as Fiedler fouls another pitch away. Fiedler is 1 for 1. RBI single back in the 2nd inning. He's the 7th man to come to the plate here in the 3rd inning for Shakopee. They had 10 guys come to the plate last inning. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball right back to Hinkle. He'll field it, underhand flip to Dean, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3-run score in the inning on 4 hits. 3 of those were triples. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. It is a 9-0 lead for Shakopee. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wondering what to do with that pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
It is the top of the 4th inning here for Post 8 and Shakopee, and a 9-0 lead for Shakopee over the 8s. John McClure alongside Greg Dean here on this windy Sunday evening. As we have a new man on the mound, it's Aaron Lee for Shakopee. Well, there's a couple other changes that we'll get to you before they come back in the order, but Lee is now in for Wiltz, who threw 3 perfect innings He finished out his third inning with 3 strikeouts, 10 pitches, 3 strikeouts in that top of the third. And it'll be the top of the order for Lee to face here in the fourth.
For Aaron Lee, this is his second appearance on the year, second relief appearance. Threw 1 inning on June 15th against East Ridge. Did not figure in the decision. Gave up 1 hit, no walks, 1 strikeout. So his ERA is 0.0 and a whip of 1.0 for Aaron Lee, the left-hander.
Jane Wiebe will step in to greet Lee. Here's the first pitch to him. That one will miss low for ball 1. Top of the order, Wiebe, Rasky, and then Gordon. Post State needing to get something started here. They want to hang around in this tournament a little bit longer. 1-0 pitches upstairs. It's now 2-0. Yates down 9-0. They have to either hold, if they don't score, have to hold Shakopee under 3 runs. And then the 5th inning have to pull back within 8. Otherwise, the ball game will come to an end. The 2-0 pitch is over, and it's now 2-1.
Good opportunity here with the top of the lineup to maybe put some offense together here in the top of the fourth.
2-1 pitch. That one's foul tip right back in the mid of the catcher. Tyler Ho is now in the ball game for Brolem. Here's the now 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back right at the top of the netting, and we'll do it again here at 2-2.
That one was, if it comes a little bit higher, maybe, and gets with the wind action, that one's kind of right in your strike zone. You're right in your sweet spot, John.
It wasn't even on the radar yet. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's popped up. The wind might bring this one back in front of the press box. It does not, and the count's still 2-2. Don't know where it landed, but it didn't land in front of us.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
That's right. Here's the 2-2 pitch again here from Lee to Wiebe. From the windup delivers. That's well outside, and it's now 3-2.
Interesting. The Shakopee center fielder is playing Wiebe over to pull in left field, and with the way this wind is blowing, if Wiebe gets anything up.
3-2 pitch is inside, and so it'll be a leadoff walk.
First base runner of the day for the Eights here in the top of the fourth inning.
So here's McGuire Rasky trying to be the first base hit of the day for Post State. Post State played a game that went to extra innings. I believe the time was about 1 hour and 33 minutes. Lost 4-3 to Jackson, Minnesota. First pitch is over for strike 1. That pitcher, Greg, he had 16 pitches after 3 innings. Post State was very aggressive with the bat, swinging just about everything. 16 pitches after 3, 35 pitches after 5 innings. As that one's fouled out of play, and it's now 0-2 here to Rasky. If that game would have went to the 9th, 10th, even probably 11th inning, he had a shot to continue to still pitch. Mm-hmm. He had thrown that few pitches.
Yeah, one of the other dads had texted after the 3rd inning said 16 pitches through 3. He's on pace to throw a complete game with 40 pitches.
0-2 pitches upstairs, and it's now 1-2. They did work the counts a little bit more, but he did throw a complete game with several pitches to spare in an 8-inning win over Post State.
And give credit to Gary Nedved.
Yeah.
He has not seen a lot of action on the mound and came and threw all 8 innings for the Eights today and gave them a good outing. They gave them just exactly what they want and put the Eights in a position where they potentially had a chance to win the ball game. Just unfortunately gave up a base hit at the wrong time, and that's the way baseball goes sometimes. But nice outing by Gary Nedved today.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. That is upstairs, and it's now 3-2. Here to McGuire Rasky. Andy Gordon is on deck with nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Post State got their first base runner with that leadoff walk to Jaden Wiebe. 3-2 pitch. That one will miss, and it's going to be back-to-back walks issued to open up the top of the 4th, and it'll bring up Andy Gordon. Gordon grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat of a mound visit here to talk over with the new pitcher Lee. He was struggling to find the strike zone in the first 2 batters.
And this is where the H just need to start putting together some good at bats. Just you can't get it all 9 runs back at once. You just got to start putting some good at bats together back to back to back.
There's a line drive, diving for it, can't make the catch. It will land for a base hit, and there's the first base hit of the ball game for Post State. It will be the way of Andy Gordon down to left center field, and the bases will be juiced for now Bennett Dean. And hey, the lefty coming to the plate, if he's able to elevate a ball, he can nearly cut the lead in half with one swing.
We'll just be happy with a base hit right here.
Here's the first pitch to Bennett Dean outside for ball 1. Is that Greg Dean, the analyst, or Greg Dean, the dad, talking?
Yes.
Yeah. Twice now I've asked you that, and the answer's been yes. I don't think it was a yes or no question, though.
Split down the middle.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Dean will foul it back out of play, and it's now 1-1. Bennett Dean threw a complete game in the first game of this Dakota Classic Friday night against Wayzata. A 19-5 win, scoring the last 18 runs of that ball game. They trailed 5-1 after 2 innings. Ended up winning 19-5. Dean will float it out towards left field. Going out as a shortstop, he'll make the catch. And the one down here in the top of the 4th. The shortstop in Fredericks nearly end up dropping it because the wind knocked it down so much he had to drop down to his knees to make the grab. Lost his balance, but he still made the catch, and I'll bring up Cade Henkel. Henkel's 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder in his first trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Lee. Upstairs for ball 1 to Cade Henkel. It's been the best inning so far for Post State. Getting those 3 base runners, their first 3 base runners. 1-0 pitch. That's out towards left field. Coming in will be the left fielder. He'll make the catch. Still not deep enough for Wiebe to tag. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the 4th. And he'll bring up Aaron Booth, trying to score at least one of these runs here for Post State. Had the bases loaded, nobody out. Now the bases are loaded with 2 away.
And Lee, the left-hander, being real tough on the left-handed hitting Dean, left-handed hitting Hinkle, and just inducing soft contact going the other way. And so we'll see if the right-handed hitting Booth can come to the rescue here after the Yates load the bases with nobody out.
Booth has been swinging a hot bat for Post State. He had the home run Wednesday against 22, almost hit a home run, and short hopped the wall out in left field this morning in his RBI double. 0-1 pitch to Booth. There's a line shot to right field, but the wind will keep it up in the air long enough for Skagren to make the catch and retire the side. Bases loaded, nobody out. No runs come across the score. 1 hit in the inning, 3 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 9-0 lead for Shakopee over Pierre. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back here, bottom of the 4th inning, it is a 9-0 lead for Shakopee. As Cade Hinkle still on the mound for the Eights. We'll see have to get out the lineup card to make sure I get the right guys coming to the plate. As Schlepper will be the first man to come to the plate. He will lead things off in this bottom of the 4th inning. If Shakopee is able to score 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, in the ball game, even if they don't, they can still win it in the top of the 5th, as long as they don't allow Pierre to score 2 runs. So as we sit just a little hour and 2 minutes in this ball game, Shakopee's trying to find a way to finish this one out and send themselves to Monday here at the Dakota Classic and play in the semifinals. Schlepper will lead things off. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the second inning. They had 10 guys come to the plate in the second, scored 5 times. They had 7 guys come to the plate in the third and scored 3 times. And here in the bottom of the fourth, they're looking for another 3 spot, which would end this ball game and give them a lot of extra free time here later on this evening, because right now we're still about half an hour away from that scheduled start time. And the way Shakopee has played this game, we might get to the end of it before that scheduled start time. First pitch is outside for ball 1 to the leadoff hitter in Schlepper.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the fact that last night, the fact that
as that one's skied to center field, Aaron Booth will call for it. He'll make the catch. Leadoff man retired as hats go flying across the diamond. And the leadoff man retired in with just 2 pitches.
And Aaron Booth lost both his sunglasses and is chasing after his hat as it blows into southern Lincoln County. Aaron Booth made about 5 attempts to pick that hat up and finally chased it down over on the right field line.
And that can only happen to Aaron Booth. Oh man, that was fantastic. This will bring up Aaron Lee. It should be bringing Aaron Lee's spot up. First pitch is outside for ball 1. It is Aaron Lee. So the left-handed throwing, right-handed hitting pitcher for Shakopee. 1-0 pitch is over for a strike, and it's now 1-1.
Well, we talked about yesterday the fact that Post 8, without 4 contributing members of the roster, Lincoln Keenholz.
As that one's flown out towards right field, McGuire Rasky will make the catch. Boy, that got out there in a hurry to him. He'll make the catch, and there's now 2 down.
Yeah, Rasky wasn't able, I think was kind of surprised by the way that not only the way that ball carried, but they actually kind of drifted away from him, and at the very last minute kind of had to reach back over his body to finally glove the ball. But talked about the fact that Post 8 without 4 contributing members of the roster this weekend. Lincoln Keenholz with his family on some personal time this weekend. He is back and in the dugout, so he will be available during the week. Brecken Kruger playing with the Junior Legion, part of his dual roster duties. Jack Van Camp coaching the 14s this weekend.
As that one's flown out towards right center field, Elliott Life still going back. He'll make the catch, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go ahead and finish that 4th guy there, Greg.
Yeah, and then Spencer Lettler just returning, I think either today or tomorrow from a mission trip to Mexico. And so you take four guys who are maybe not everyday players, but players who contribute a lot to the success of this team, and just shows the fact this has been a good weekend for Post 8.
We will step aside for a minute, come back, top of the 5th inning. Post 8 needs at least 2 runs to keep it moving. You listen to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
When something just isn't right, it's natural to talk about it. If you had a toothache, you'd tell someone. If you found out you had diabetes, you'd learn to take care of it. But when you're feeling stressed, sad, or worried, you're less likely to tell someone.
Why do we treat physical and mental health so differently?
There is no difference. We all need someone to talk to, and there's nothing shameful about wanting to be healthy for you.
When you just need someone to talk to, contact Rising Hope Counseling at 494-1500 or risinghope605.com.
Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Rising Hope Counseling, because if you have hope,
you have everything.
As we head to the top of the 5th inning, Gary Nedved will be the leadoff man. Post 8 needs 2 runs, at least 2 runs, to keep this ball game alive. First pitch to Nedved is taken inside for ball 1. Here in the top of the fifth, a 9-0 lead is 8 after 5. The run rules Dakota Classic a little bit different than in the regular season Legion baseball. 1-0 pitch is grounded to the right side. It'll be fielded by the second baseman. Underhand flip. Leadoff man retired. Here to open up the top of the fifth inning. Post State down their final 2 outs here in this ball game. A good weekend for the Junior Legion. They went 4-1 out in Rapid. I believe they won both the games today after playing 1 game Thursday, 1 game Friday, 1 game Saturday, and then 2 games here on Sunday. So they're going to get back a little bit later. Not as late as we'll get back, but they're going to get back a little bit later here today than playing those 2 games on Sunday. But a good, successful weekend for the Junior Legion out in Rapid City at the newly renovated Fitz, as it counts now 0-2 to Jack Merkwant.
Yeah, they defeated the Post 22 Bullets 10-2. They defeated Sturgis 15-2. Lost to the Post 320 Shooters 5-4, and then defeated.
That was a base hit for Merkwant. That's going to get over the head of the right fielder in Skogren. Merkwant's going to round second. He's going to make his way for third. He's going to be standing at third base. A 1-out single, and it'll be an error charge to the right fielder in Skogren. And there's a runner in scoring position here with less than 2 outs yet again for Post State.
Yeah, finish up the Junior Legion. Today they defeated the Watertown Junior Legion 10-3 and the Post 320 Risers 10-2. So 4-1 weekend for the Pierre Junior Legion.
LA Life will get the one off the hands. The pitcher Lee will make the catch. There's now 2 down as we go back to the top of the order, and Post State and out away from falling here to Shakopee. They need to score 2 runs before that next out is recorded. We got the top of the order to try and make it happen. This top of the order is 1 for 4 so far. They all were retired in the first time they came to the plate. A walk, and a single. This next time, the second time they came to the plate. A good tournament here for Post State. Will most likely finish at 3-2 unless they're able to come all the way back in this ball game. But a 3-0 start to the tournament. Got the win, or it's now 1-1. Got the pool win. Got the South Dakota win. And you fall in your last 2 games as you start to run thin on pitching. Still a successful weekend here for Post State as they'll go back home with a winning record here at the Dakota Classic. Here's a ground ball left side. This could do it. Fielded by the third baseman, Mack, across the diamond. And he gets back on the bag at first to end the ball game. And does the first baseman Roeder. And that will retire the side, end the ball game, and Post State will fall here 9-0 in 5 innings. As this ball game took 1 hour and 10 minutes, a 70-minute ball game. No run score in the inning, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We will come back in 2 minutes to wrap up the Dakota Classic here for Post State. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey, it's Julia from Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Pierre Sports Center is your local Ranger Boat and Mercury Outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger boat needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pierre Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pierre Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pierre Sports Center, Ranger Boats, and Mercury Outboard. A combination that can't be beat. Pierre Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pierre. Or give them a call, 224-5546. When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wagner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wagner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WagnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wagner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WagnerAuto.com or stop by Wagner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907. 707.
Evermore Boutique, where fashion doesn't have to break the bank. See them for men's, women's, and children's clothing, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from noon to 7, Saturdays from 11 to 6, and Sundays from noon to 5. Visit Evermore Boutique, located at 104 South Pierre Street in Pierre, or give them a call today, 605-494-0194. That's Evermore Boutique in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here at Harrisburg, as the final score, 9-0 win for Shakopee. They advance the semifinals to Augustana tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. as they will wait to see who they will face after we're probably the first game done in the entire quarterfinal. Whether everybody got started at 4:30 or not, we're probably going to be the first game done because it's only 5:30 right now, or excuse me, 5:40 right now. So an hour and 10-minute ball game that Post State falls 9-0 in those 5 innings, as they had just 2 hits in the ball game, and they came in the 4th and 5th innings. I mean the third, in the 4th and 5th innings that they got those 2 hits. But a good overall game for Shakopee. They came out and handled business, and they give themselves a nice little rest here before they play 11 o'clock tomorrow.
And the important thing for Shakopee is just only having to play 5 innings in this quarterfinal. Wiltz, the starter for Shakopee, only going 3 innings, and then Lee comes in for 2 to close down the game and finish it out. Let me just take a quick check here. Wilt's at 31 pitches, so he would not be able to pitch tomorrow for Shakopee. So they'll have to find another arm in order to get through any games that they play tomorrow. But congratulations to Shakopee. Like you said, John, had a nice day today. 9 runs on 9 hits yep. for Shakopee Post 2.
They left 5 guys on base. Post State left 4 men on base. They didn't have any base runners for the first 3 innings, as Wiltz had a 3-inning perfect game, and then it was a couple of walks and a base hit for Post State in the top of the 4th, and that's all they got, as they will finish the tournament at 3-2. But still a good tournament overall for Post State, as they go 3-2 in the tournament, but they get the one biggest win that they needed was the win against Sioux Falls West. They got that win, and they will return home and play Excelsior on Tuesday, but then have that South Dakota 2 games on Wednesday against Huron, which are, again, must-win games every time you play a South Dakota team.
Yeah, and the win against Sioux Falls West puts Post State to 11-6 on the year against South Dakota Class A teams, and that's a big win because Sioux Falls West came into that game 8-3 against South Dakota teams. So that's a big PowerPoint victory for the 8s down here in the Dakota Classic, and will hopefully move them up maybe a spot or 2 in the PowerPoint standings, and we'll see how things go from here. But the Tuesday night game against Excelsior, and then the big doubleheader on Wednesday for Post State against Huron, and those are 2 of the last 3 home doubleheaders. The last one being the day after the 4th of July, July 5th, home doubleheader against Harrisburg, and then we'll just have to wait and see if they get a home series for the play into the state tournament here about the 3rd week of July.
As Post State, again, be back on Tuesday at home at Hyde Stadium. They take on Excelsior, Minnesota. Right now, that is scheduled for a doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. We'll let you know if that changes to a single game, or if they will play a single game at 5, or if it'll be at 6 or 7 o'clock. We'll let you know any changes that might happen, but it'll be here on KCCR and available to watch on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So wrap things up for us here from Harrisburg this evening, as Post State will fall 9-0, and their Dakota Classic will come to an end, as Shakopee will advance to the semifinals tomorrow at 11 o'clock. For Deidre Scott back at the station, Greg Dean to my right, and I'm John Winkler. Back on the air Tuesday evening around 4:40 as they take on Excelsior, Minnesota for a doubleheader at Hyde Stadium. As Post State, they fall 9-0 to Shakopee. Here, as we say so long from Harrisburg.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Evermore Boutique, Wagner Auto, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Service Master, Rising Hope Counseling, Todd's Electric, Pierre Sports Center, AirTech, Gales Gas, Avera, Bank West, B&B Equipment, Overhead Door Company, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Farting Electric, Olson Plumbing, Agtegra, All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, Lamb Motor, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. Join us all season long for Post-A Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of River